The Indian Space Research Organisation or the ISRO, on a mission involving the PSLV C-45 rocket, launched 29 satellites. This was the 47th mission for PSLV program. Along with the 28 guest satellites from USA, Lithuania, Spain and Switzerland, was the indigenously developed Emisat or Emisat. The satellite, dubbed as India's military eye in the sky, is an advanced electronic intelligence satellite. The launch, which underlines India as a member of the elite club of space superpowers, comes within days of successful testing of its first test of the anti-satellite missile. It is a small satellite with a weight of less than 500 kg. The Emisat is India's first electronic surveillance satellite jointly developed by ISRO and DRDO. Emisat stands for Electromagnetic Intelligence Satellite. The advanced information-gathering satellite will add to the firepower of the armed forces with extensive information. Emisat detects electronic signals on the ground, especially from the hidden enemy radars. They can unveil potential enemy radars, anti-aircraft missile shield capabilities and air traffic controls. The satellite will drastically improve surveillance and satellite imagery for India's defence applications. It will help Air Force to carry out stealth air operations, allowing Indian fighter aircraft evade the enemy radars on their land. This capability will help India in surgical warfare, which is supposed to have become a permanent option for India to check Pakistan-sponsored terrorism after Balakot surgical strike. The main capability of Emisat is in signal intelligence gathering, like intercepting signals broadcast by communication systems, radars, and other electronic systems on the ground from hundreds of kilometers away in space. The Ka-band frequency that Emisat is sensitive to allows it to scan through ice, rain, coastal zones, land masses, forests and wave heights relatively easily. The system can intercept radar signal and analyze it, i.e. determines the frequency of carriers and subcarriers, modulation, bandwidth, power level, beam footprint parameters, and emitter location and motion. Basically, it creates an radio frequency signature of a radar which can be used for locating and quickly identify the radar in subsequent encounters. Furthermore, based on RF signature information of a radar, jamming techniques can be developed to avoid the radar. Conventional electronic intelligence collection systems include ground stations, combat aircraft carrying specialized SIGINT equipment, unmanned aerial vehicles, dedicated aircraft, and AWACS. The ground-based systems have limited visibility as requires line of sight to the signals. The aircraft systems are very expensive and prone to missile attacks. Losing even one AWACS represents a huge blow, financial and strategic. Also, the area of its operation is limited. The UAV-based information collection prone to both missile and jamming attacks. The violation of foreign airspace can strain diplomatic relations. The Emisat, which is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, along with upcoming GISAT and radar imaging satellites, will provide India with an information edge over both Pakistan and China. Experts have already pointed out that India's ability to strike inside enemy territory will increase manifold as Emisat. The satellite took 8 years into making. It is modeled after an Israeli spy satellite, the Saral, or the satellite with Argos and Alticat. The satellite was developed under Project Kautilya by the Defense Electronics Research Laboratory at Hyderabad. The new spy satellite will give India considerable advantage over China and Pakistan. The satellite is definite to raise concerns to the Chinese establishment about India's growing dominance in the space. India is already having a total of 13 satellites solely for military use. This includes CARTOSAT-2 series satellites, GSAT-29 satellite and RESAT-2. In January, ISRO launched Microsat-R, for DRDO, a defense imaging satellite that can capture images at night. Besides dedicated military satellites, ISRO has also launched communication satellites GSAT-7 and GSAT-7A for the Navy and the Air Force. GSAT-7A boosted India's drone operation capabilities. It helped IAF to upgrade the ground control stations to satellite control of military UAVs. There are also satellites which have dual use. The HISIS or the hyperspectral imaging satellite can see through soil up to a few centimeters and detect landmines and IEDs, in addition to the civilian applications like in agriculture and forestry. With Emisat spy satellite, India gets a major leg up over its rivals China and Pakistan.